Morning rush hour, underground in Brooklyn. Suddenly, with smoke in the car ahead and a banging noise, possibly someone trying to escape, as passengers here moved away, frightened and confused. When it pulled into the next station, they all poured out from both cars. Smoke, panic, and blood now everywhere.
There was blood on the floor. There was a lot of blood trailing on the floor. All I saw were people trampling each other, trampling over each other, trying to get through to the door, which was locked, and there was just a lot of panic.
Witnesses say a man dressed as a construction worker had put on a gas mask, set off a smoke canister, and began shooting, striking multiple people.
There was a young man who came up to the station booth, which was some yards away from me, and he was bleeding from the legs.
I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I just got off the train. I stayed by some police officers, and I hope for the best.
I saw a lot of people coming out of the train station, screaming, yelling for help. I saw a lady, she was shot right in her leg.
She was shot in her leg?
Yeah, and she was screaming for help.
No one knew what was going on, who was shooting, or why. Police said later it could have been much worse. Consider what they found at the scene.
We had 33 discharged shell casings, 15 bullets, 5 bullet fragments, 2 detonated smoke grenades, 2 non-detonated smoke grenades, a hatchet.
My fellow New Yorkers.
New York's new mayor, Eric Adams, who campaigned pledging to fight crime, could not visit the scene, having just tested positive for COVID. He sent these words.
We're praying for all New Yorkers who were injured or affected by today's attack.
Paul, you hear the words New York and attack, and a lot of people immediately think terrorism. That's something police were asked about today.
Yeah, they were asked, and they said, look, they're not ruling it out, but at this point, they are not thinking that that's what was going on here. But look, you're right, this is New York, this is America. That was the first thing people thought this morning. When we left Washington to get here, there were big men with big guns, police, with sniffer dogs out at the subway stations in Washington. They don't fool around in this stuff in this country when that's a possibility. What it is another signal to many New Yorkers of this uptick in gun violence we've been hearing about. 2 years into the pandemic, people are frustrated with the economy, with vaxxing and masking. People are angry. There has been an uptick in gun violence, not only in New York, but in other major urban cities. And people in New York tonight are fearful that this is just another indicator of that.
Paul Hunter in New York, thank you.